Hi, it's Dr. K, Redeemed Fellowship Outreach Ministry, Church of God in Christ, and Pastor Generation Lost in the Mix, affected by sight, as well as the Word is Right. Host. I am dedicating tonight, part two, to W.R. Sanders. Tonight they're doing his wake, and as you hear in the background, that's W playing. Um, and I'm just doing my second tribute because I know I couldn't handle being at the funeral. I just literally couldn't handle being at the funeral. Um, my husband just sent me a text indicating that they played a lot of his music at the church, and he also bought the suit that he was in, that he is in right now, a suit that I had never seen, but I dreamed about prior to the night. I just didn't say anything because when I started asking my husband questions, everything he said was yes, yes. And that was what I had in my dream, but I didn't know that that was a suit. So I believe that W Spirit passed through me because of the connection that we had. We talked every day. We talked all night, talked early in the morning. I would be tired. W say, cuz, you up, cuz, you up. And I'm like, yeah, Dub. You know, it's hard because if somebody I don't want to be bothered with, I ain't going to answer the phone. But he bought his suit before he passed. He knew he was going to be gone. He just didn't know when. And that's something because a man like W literally gave his all into the time. The W, now let me kind of go back because W had another project long before the 209. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he had a single or a few of them, but nobody really picked it up. Love Is came out in '09, and um, W and I were talking about iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio did not put up, let me check while I'm on here. Um, I don't think they had put up the Believe In project because I kept telling him, I said, um, we need to do something about the project um, for iHeartRadio because iHeartRadio did not put up the Believe In project. And I had told W, I said, W, I said, look, iHeart got to stop playing. So iHeart, he chased you down and so did I. I need you all to put his music up there because um, you got one project, but you don't have the other one. And that was the thing that kind of got me because iHeartRadio was kind of slow. You know, dubbing knew automatically I made stuff happen. I'm like, look, no, I'm gonna talk to this person. I'm gonna do what I need to do. And the thing about it is that, you know, um, he has a treasure, and this treasure should not ever be unfound. We shouldn't keep it as a memory in our mind that, oh yeah, I remember. Let's not do that with W.R. Sanders. Let's continue the legacy and promote the music irregardless because it's still going to flourish and it still have not gotten out there. Matter of fact, he had just did a high school reunion. I had dropped the contract for him because we were talking about, I asked him, well, what do you want your fee to be? And I told W, I don't want a dime. I don't want nothing because I just want to get your music out there. And he told me the price. I said, okay, well, this is how we'll do it. I'll draw out the contract. I'll put in what you want. And I'll also make sure that you have in the contract that it stipulates what is to be paid prior to the performance. No cancellation fee with an amount of time. I drew the contract up. I scanned it, sent it to him. He proved it. It was done. Um, that was the thing. That's what you mean by helping family. And that's one of the things about W is that I didn't mind going to the end of the earth as much as, a lot of people that I remember in radio broadcasts, they either retired or they went somewhere else or they just stopped doing radio. So I began to re-educate myself too the process of submitting music. And I promise you, I submitted his music everywhere. I even paid someone in Atlanta to put it on in rotation because it's something special. 97.5 in New York, you all need to put this in your rotation. W.I. Sanders music. It needs to live. It needs to progress. It needs to project. The church people, forget about all the other stuff. You have a son that was reared and born in the church of God in Christ. Take what he has left and use it at home. Meditate on it. Pray with it. And know that God gave him, for the short time that he was with us, all he talked about, cuz we going on the tour. I said, cuz I'm just gonna be right there with Melanie and my husband. I'm gonna be sitting there and I'm gonna be rocking. I'm gonna be like, go ahead, Dubby, go ahead on with your bad self. I ain't mad at you. So, but I'm hurt. My heart hurts. Um, and I'm gonna make sure that it get out there the way it's supposed to. Because Dubby really, I mean, I have a lot of his posters here, and I got pictures in the back, and he even gave me the Love Is CD. The Love Is CD is the CD that started all of this confusion because this CD also is a tough CD to come behind. W did it. I don't know how he did it. I honestly don't know how he did it. But W made sure that his music was on top. Um, if you look at a lot of his videos, W basically, if you see, he gets taken away in his music. When he's playing, he basically is communicating what he's thinking and what he's feeling. So you have two projects that are out there, and it should never go unplayed. It should be in every rotation. I sent it to Herb Kent Cool Jet. I sent it to the Steve Harvey Show. I sent it to Steve Harvey Show downtown in the NBC building. I sent a copies. I have family that's in Hollywood, but I'm like, and, they may say, well, I don't want to, you ask people to do stuff. Family always act funny when you ask me to do something, and it's something that's good. But these two projects you should have in your library on a continual basis. On a continual basis. It should never go unplayed. It needs to be in a lot of movie productions, as it's going to be in the one that I've already, that I have in the process of completing, which is called Chronicles Journey of Women. But W will be posted in the Redeemed Fellowship Outreach Ministry corner, along with the late Mother Earlene Sanders and my aunt, Missionary May Genius. They will be in the corner because they were special to me. Mother Sanders was special to me. And let me tell you something, you all, while I'm talking about family. When you have a family member that is very productive and gifted in music, don't act funny towards them. Don't mistreat them. Don't ignore them. Don't become their friend after they're famous. Be a family member through the whole generation. Because what Dubby, told us, let's hold off for a minute. I knew he was trying to get his thoughts together about his own situation, but I still was yet promoting it, still let them know, hey, look, man, if you got to play at the Picasso, we're going to do what needs to be done. He did get a gig book that I had, submitted in. They loved his music and they wanted to spotlight him as a new artist, which he was already an artist, but to them he's new. But he already had an engagement, a gig booked that day. It was already pre-scheduled a long time ago. And I told him, I said, well, we're going to end up submitting for the Chicago Press. So the video, Vamp, I'm soliciting that he has a video release that could be available as well, because I want a copy in my own archives so I can look at it. Because in my home, I'm gonna tell you something. I stopped listening to everything. My husband would tell you, and Dad would tell you. I said, put in W. I want to hit W. And we went out last week. I didn't want to even want to hear any music at the time because my brain was just so tired. And trying to wrap around, maybe I'm dreaming. Um, I couldn't take it because for my cousin to be gone, and I did let him know, I got you. I'm gonna make sure that you get what you just deserve. Um, and that's what I did. Dubby was my he became my brother. I told my father, my biological father, who's a lead guitar player, I said, Dad, Dubby became more than my cousin by marriage. He became my brother. And that's how I feel. Um, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. I just want to play some of his music while you're here to hear it, and while you remember to look at this part here of W.R. Sanders. He is going to be missed. He's going to be forever in our hearts, but he's going to always be in my house. Poster, pictures, and all, because W.R. Sanders, the legend in his time and forevermore. Dubby had special music that that significantly signified a lot of things that was going through his heart about life. And this one here is called Mushy Love. It could be in any way as your heart, but I want you to just listen to a little bit of his music, Mushy Love. You know, another thing while we're listening to W.I. Sanders radio, YouTube radio channel, we had talked about having T-shirts and jackets made, and with Believe In, he basically wanted that. And I told him, I said, hey man, we're gonna do it, we gotta do it right. Um, he wanted that. He wanted the jacket, T-shirt, you know, blue, you know, blue with the color of the album jacket. Um, and that's a good thing because um, it represents who he was, who he is, and I love you, Melly. She sent me a text. Said thanks, Katrina. I seen your hubby. I wrote her this: that God will take care of you. Today and tomorrow has a meaning, and the center of it all is Jesus. As you walk this journey, know that all that Dubby did and laid out was for you. He was in love with you. He had that protection around you. And to this process, he still does. Strangely, 2 days ago, while sitting on the couch in our living room, I thought I discerned his spirit of assurance, as if he was taking his last go round. He is with God, and his music will live. I love you so much, Melly. We will understand it better by and by, is what I wrote to her from my heart. I also write poems, but the t-shirt and jacket, we need to do that. I don't want to stop. I never stopped. I didn't want him to stop, but I knew that he knew what he was dealing with. Understand that when you have a bout with any type of illness or health challenge, um, a lot of times when people are going through, they don't want to talk. And when they don't want to talk, it's not that they don't like a person or they mad at you. It's just that when you all are going through something as a sickness, you don't want to talk with anybody. And because people don't really know what to say, and sometimes what they'll do, they'll they'll say the wrong thing. And what they say, let me share my experience while we listen to Dubby. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer in '09, I didn't tell anybody. I had one girlfriend that came by to take me to the doctor. The doctor said, yours is early, it's curable, thank God. I didn't have to go through the aggressive treatment like everybody else did, but the problem was I had a problem with the radiation, and the radiation itself took me through a whole lot. It messed up my immune system, had me have running off every day. It was, but I couldn't tell anybody because people don't understand when you're battling with cancer. A lot of times when people become sick, it could be with anything. It doesn't have to be cancer. It could be any illness, and you're challenged with it. You just don't like to talk. So a lot of times family members don't understand that because what's going on in our head is, God, how much time do I have? What do I need to do before my hourglass runs out? What do I have to reconstruct while I'm here and while I have the ability to do it with the health and the strength that I have? What Dubby did, he didn't complain. Everything in his music, everything that he was feeling, everything that was going through his mind, it was all in his music. And that is what makes W.R. Sanders' project so unique and miraculously abundance of blessings, because he was communicating and talking through the music. That is how you get to know the artist, is through what he does. Now, nevertheless, you got a lot of musicians out here that just play, they just be going and everything, and all that kind of stuff. But they don't have a message in it. It's very odd to find a musician that matriculates such good, skillful gifts in playing where you can understand what he's talking about. I know George Benson, he plays the guitar, and I think he told me he met him. He did meet him at one time years ago. He had been trying to get in contact with Ben Tankard, um, and when we were trying, I sent Ben Tankard an email message, um, and basically, I didn't get a reply back, but I did what I could do to try to help him to get what he needed to get out. And that's what I want to do because he asked me, to help. And I did. I believe in helping. That's just my style. Um, and that's the thing that I love about W, is because in his music, he basically talked about his own experience with life, with love, with marriage, with his relationship with God. And not many men are able to talk about that. This particular song called In the Park, in the park. What do you do in the park? In the park, you do what? You go, you sit down on the bench, sit down on the grass, have a little picnic basket, enjoy the wind. Of course, there's going to always be mosquitoes. well, but W had a specialty in his music that connected us. And he understood, and we understood each other. I didn't want to see him where he is tonight because I'm not strong. Many people say, Dr. Son, you're strong. Yeah, but not tonight. I'm not strong. I didn't want to end up in the hospital because it was too hard for me. It's been tugging on my heart. I'm still trying to see if this is a dream. I'm still waiting for that call. Hey, cuz, how you doing, cuz? What's up, cuz? We got to work, cuz. That voice, that's what I have. I have a piece of that voice. This is In the Park song. W was my heart, the only in-law that I connected with. Melanie too, nice, lovely people. But my thing is, Melanie Sanders, stay strong. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. And everything that W have done is already laid out for you. Don't even worry. It's all gonna come the way that he wanted it to come. The way he wanted it to come. So it's already there. Sit back, let God work. Listen, you all, I've been up for a little bit. I don't want to cry no more. I'm trying not to cry no more, but continue to pray for the Sanders family, especially Bishop Benjamin Sanders. Um, he's been through a lot. All of them have been through a lot. Bernie, Aquila, and Benita, you all stay strong as siblings. W's children, carry your father's legacy. Take it and run with it. This is his baby. This is his baby. Take it and promote it. Run with it. Do what you got to do to yet have his music playing 30, 40, 50 years from now, where it's in the music archives forever. Because we don't want another gifted soldier to be sitting around in somebody's CD case and it's nothing to it. That's my whole thing. Because he has a lot of music that still have not been heard. And a lot of people need to hear it more so everywhere. I don't just promote anybody's own music, because some things I don't even promote that make any sense to a lot of people. So the thing about it, this is remember. Do, 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 do. He knew what to do when he was playing. He was playing that lead guitar. Man had different colors. Had a beige when he had a red. He wasn't playing. But listen, I gotta go, y'all. My heart is hurting. But you need to get these two projects. I told you where they'd be at. They're on Amazon, CD Baby, CD Host, Rhapsody, iTunes. I even have them. Go ahead, get your purchase, and you all promote his project. All the DJs, all Steven Spielberg, all the movies, Spike Lee. Grab this, listen to it. And when you're getting ready to make your next movie or documentary, implement that music into your documentary. Put it in there. If you don't, I will. But I am asking you to grab this music while you can, so you can carry out the legacy that W.R. Sanders have made in this world, an impact that he's made in this world. Listen, remember, love you much. Continue to pray for the family.